Mary bursts into blue. A love-stricken bauble sings to his beloved rose.
This is an international building. This has Welsh, English, French, Italian and Indian connections to this building. Okay. So there is a government action plan in Wales. So those two castles. The old wall is the only thing left more or less of the 13th century castle. And then a very rich solicitor, quite a rich solicitor from Cardiff. He went to London, made a lot of money in the 16th century. He had this house built in an E shape after the Queen Elizabeth I, the first letter of her name. He died when they finished it, so he didn't live here as far as we know. And you had a Welsh family here who were landowners, and then they married into an English family, the Windsors. So they became the Windsor Clives, so that's why you have the tent in here, the installation, and you have a film, because the government in Wales has an anti-racist.
ल गाइज होइन अहिले चाहिँ हामी टक्क घुम्यौँ होइन घुमेर अनि पुरै खोला छेउमा आइपुग्यौँ होइन यहाँ प्रतीक्षा लाइन रहेछ टक्क लाएर अनि अब चाहिँ हामी यहाँ बसेर अलिकति चिसो बियर खाइदिन्छौँ होइन अनि अब मान्छेले देख्यो भने चाहिँ सरी भन्ने अनि जाने भन्ने सल्लाह भएको छ टक्क यहाँ बसेर खोलाको भ्यू हेरिन्छ तल हेलो एभ्रिवान वेलकम ब्याक टु नीलकण्ठ ब्लग आज चाहिँ हामी सेन्ट फेगन्स म्युजियम नजिकै रहेको एउटा क्यासलमा छौँ क्यासल भन्नाले चाहिँ एउटा महल जुन चाहिँ वारको समयमा लोकल पब्लिक राजा रानीहरूको सुरक्षाको लागि डिजाइन गरेको एउटा संरचना जसलाई चाहिँ शक्ति र रक्षाको प्रतीकको रूपमा पनि लिइन्छ यो क्यासल चाहिँ सेन्ट फेगन्स गाउँमा अवस्थित हिस्टोरिकल एलिजाबेथन म्यान्सन हो यो चाहिँ 16औं शताब्दीतिर बनेको रहेछ अनि यसलाई चाहिँ इम्पोर्टेन्ट आर्किटेक्चरल एन्ड हिस्टोरिकल साइटको रूपमा चाहिँ लिइदो रहेछ त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो राम्रो गार्डनहरू अनि प्रोटेक्सनको लागि ठुला ठुला वालहरू र सबै कुराहरू बनाएको एकदम राम्रो लाग्यो guys, esto está yo Nada, se
Nanda. Nanda is good afternoon. So that's like afternoon good in English, more like Spanish. Yeah. And then Shumai. Shumai you say in the south is how are you. Are you happy to tell me where you'd be from and I'll see if I know how to greet you? Nepal? Oh, Nepal. So would you be using Salam and Namaste?
Namaste.
Just namaste, of course. I should have known. Apologize. Yeah.
Have you been in
No,
Nepal?
I haven't. So I'm a very limited person. I don't have English, French, Italian, and Indian connections to this building. So there is a government action plan in Wales. Deputy Claude, you come through. Me who's talking again. You tell me off for this. I talk so much. So this is the servant quarters. So there was a Welsh settlement on this site 1,000 years ago. They were conquered by the Normans from France, if you've heard of that at all, conquering in Britain. So they built two castles. The old wall is the only thing left, more or less, of the 13th century castle. And then a very rich solicitor, quite a rich solicitor from Cardiff. He went to London, made a lot of money in the 16th century. He had this house built in an E shape after the Queen, Elizabeth I, first letter of the name. He died when they finished it, so he didn't live here as far as we know. And you had a Welsh family here who were landowners, and then they married into an English family, the Windsors. So they became the Windsor Clives, so that's why you have the tent in here, the installation, and you have a film, because the government in Wales has an anti-racism action plan. It's meant to encourage respect. So if there's any property or museum building which has a link with colonialism or slavery, we have to be open to the public and say there was a link, or this paid for some of the money in the past, paid for this part of the building. So there was a link here with Clive of India, who was a colonialist, condemned by the British government in the 18th century for atrocities in the southwest of India. So his son also carried out the same thing. So this family, the Windsors, married into that English family, the Clive of India family, and some of the money they got from that family paid for the garden on that side, the terraces where you see the Star of India, and also paid for the servants' hall here. The rest of the money, because they were very rich people, quite so welcome, came from dock building, mine owning, and land owning. So they became very rich people. They still are today. They're billionaires today. Really? So they gave this building to start off the museum in the 1940s, including the parks and the lakes. Okay. So that was because they were hit themselves by massive tax on the death of one of the earls, they called them. So we have a pattern of rich families becoming...
In our house. In the gardens of time, at Harmony and Palace summer, memory bursts into bloom, and love-stricken bauble sings to his beloved rose. He reads names from the lute, but memory slips into the folds of Jambani. Stories unspooled, and we near told. Land ruptures where water runs indigo.
ल भित्र टक्क बसियो अनि पहिलाको राजाहरू बस्दै थिए यहाँ चाहिँ होइन गाइस अनि त्यस पछाडि चाहिँ इन्डिया फ्रान्सहरूसँग जोडेको हिस्ट्री चाहिँ थिएँ अनि अब यतातिर गार्डन भयो अनि यतै गार्डन रहेछ होइन तलाएर हामी अर्को क्यासलमा आइपुगेछौँ गाइस होइन दामी फुलहरू रोपेर दामी बनाएको छ क्या ठाउँ चाहिँ पुरानो कुराहरूलाई कसरी राख्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ यसरी सिक्न सकिन्छ होइन यदि नेपालको जस्तो खतरा खतरा ठाउँ पाउने हो नि यिनीहरूले कस्तो बनाउँछ होला त होइन त्यति हो कमलको फुल पनि रहेछ यो कमल फुल हो नि त लगाए छैन अहिले चाहिँ हामी टक्क घुम्यौँ होइन घुमेर अनि पुरै खोला छेउमा आइपुग्यौँ होइन यहाँ प्रतीक्षालय पनि रहेछ टक्क लाएर अनि अब चाहिँ हामी यहाँ बसेर अलिकति चिसो बियर खाइदिन्छौँ होइन अनि अब मान्छेले देख्यो भने चाहिँ सरी भन्ने अनि जाने भन्ने सल्लाह भएको टक्क यहाँ बसेर खोलाको भ्यू हेरिन्छ तल अनि ट्याक्क एउटा बियर खाएर अनि टट्ट गइन्छ